Okay, let's go.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Juliet Amoah, and I am super excited because we are here with the founder and the CEO of iBE-FiT, Oscar Kemjika, in the building.
Yes, sir.
You already know the vibes. We're back at it again for this year's 5K invitation, and I'm super excited to interview Oscar. We're going to talk a little bit about this year's theme. I mean, we're wearing orange. We're going to talk a little bit about that, you know, all of that. And we're really going to have a good time. So just sit down, chill, get a little popcorn, get into it, and make sure you guys sign up, most importantly. So,
yes,
Oscar, I'm super excited to do this again.
I'm excited.
Listen, we're here.
We're here again.
Please, let us know, why are we wearing orange? Is it the Knicks? Like, what are we doing? Why are we wearing orange?
Shout out to the New York Knicks.
Okay.
We up 3-0 on the Cavs right now. We going to the finals, baby. But orange is a beautiful color.
Okay.
Orange is a color of creativity. Orange is a color of passion. Orange is a color that ignites fire. You know, fire emoji. This year's theme is the 6th annual. So the F is the 6th letter. So this year's theme, I decided to start with F. It's very important that we start with F. And in New York City, we have an F train.
Yes, you do.
And the F train logo is orange.
Ah.
So there you go.
Okay.
So let's start with that, and then we transition into the theme. F stands for flame. So we're trying to flame our fears. Flame your fears, and then we're gonna dump our doubts. So that's the D train, which is also orange. And then we're gonna bury blame. B train, which is also orange in NYC, and then we're gonna make moves. M train, which is also orange in NYC. So look, we got the F, the B, the D, and the M.
Wait, hold up. First of all, I think, is it the poetry in you? Because it's given, wait, was it ChatGPT that came? Like,
Hey, ain't no ChatGPT over
this
here.
Is natural ChatGPT brain.
This is
straight
creativity, originality.
Wait, so I want to understand, because that's actually super dope and super creative, and those that live in New York City, that would totally resonate with you.
Yeah.
But how did you even come up with that? Like, were you just sitting one day, were you listening to a song? Like, what was the inspiration? Like, how do you get into that creativity in that bag? Because I think that's important to highlight too.
Yeah, I mean, look, letters first. So I have a thing with alliteration. When I write poetry, like same letter. So yeah, I flame fears, right? So that's FF. And then, you know, I'm thinking orange color schemes with that flame color emoji, orange. So I'm like, wait a minute. I've been doing the train theme from day one, since the 2nd annual. So speaking of the train is coming through. If y'all hear, I got to project my voice. Y'all can hear me well. But so check this out. So FF, flame fears, and then dump doubts. So I'm like, okay, if I'm staying on that train theme, then the theme has to stay with that, right? Yeah. So I had to like literally, there was some words that didn't make the cut. Like my whole creative process was around that theme, F, D, B, M. So dump doubts was the next thing when I thought about the D train. So then I was like, okay, there's a pattern here. It's like, okay, if we flaming our fears, that's like, you know, getting confidence to do something. Yeah. Like flame, like burn your fears, like burn them. And then a lot of us have doubts that we have to throw away. So dump your doubts. Don't doubt that you can do something. Like, you know, have the confidence that you can conquer your demons, conquer any mountain that's in front of you. And then bury blame, because a lot of us want to point the finger at others of why we're not doing what we're supposed to do. You're blaming the next person. So bury that, you know what I'm saying? And then you'll be able to make moves after doing those things.
Wow.
Right? So the whole process was like alliteration first, FF, BB, DD, MM, and then have it make sense where it's like a motivational slogan for people to carry on with.
That's amazing, and I think that is so cool, especially, I mean, I'm a creative too, so I just appreciate things like that. And I mean, I'm not an athlete, but I do think the fact that you're able to bring sports and creativity into the same world, I think is super dope. It's super fresh, and you're also bringing the Bronx, New York City energy into it. Like, I think that's fabulous. So I want to know too, because we want to know a little bit more about Oscar, right? We do this every year. We have this phrase. You know, you're an athlete. You've been an athlete all your life. So which athlete or who inspires you? Like, who's your favorite athlete? Why are they your favorite athlete? And how do they inspire you?
Oh, man. First of all, I'm gonna give love to the honorable mentions, because there's a few athletes that are always on my mind. Obviously, MJ, Michael Jordan. But the greatest student of MJ is actually my favorite athlete of all time, and that is Kobe Bryant. I get to why in a second. And then Muhammad Ali is also a very close second or third favorite athlete. But Novak Djokovic, shout out to Novak Djokovic, the greatest tennis player of all time. But all of these guys, what they have in common is resilience, mental fortitude. And leaning back on my athletic background, those were the things that carried me through to be the greatest athlete that I can be. Resilience and mental fortitude. Those two things first, you can become a champion. And I think Kobe Bryant, more than anybody else, embodied that. He inspired me. Mamba mentality. You know, he was resilient because he won 3 championships early in his career, went through losing slump, came back and won again. So, and that applies to life. Like, you're gonna have winning moments, and then you gotta bounce back. It's not always gonna be sunshine and you know, and roses, right? There's gonna be times where you're gonna be tested. So having resilience and mental fortitude can get you through.
That's amazing, and I love that, and I think that's super encouraging and super inspiring for anybody who's watching and listening. And I think that just being able to see your dedication and your, you know, tenacity, and aside from doing the race, being an athlete, you're also like an entrepreneur, right? Because this is also your business. And I want to understand for you, like, how do you stay motivated, right? Because you have a job, you have careers, you do so much, like you're juggling so many hats. And I mean, we live in New York, like it's just always something to do. Hustling, you're active in your church. Like, how do you stay motivated each year, right? For somebody who's watching, who's been doing something for year after year, and they feel like giving up, or they feel like, I just don't see the fruit the way I want to see it, or like they want to see overnight oats with success. How do you stay motivated and consistent every single year? Because I see the energy you put into it, and the love and the support, and you give it your all every single year as if it was like your first time doing it.
Yeah, I would say to that person, first of all, identify your why. I know it's cliche, we hear it all the time, but it's really about that. Because think about it. If you wake up in the morning and you don't have a reason to go out and do stuff, it's almost like, you can put it off. Like, what's my, like, if it's not, if you're not convicted strong enough to go out and execute and work for something, you're gonna be distracted left and right. Like, you're gonna be doing this, doing that, find something that's like, okay, this is the reason why I enjoy life and getting up and working, right? So for me, it was like, I just love expressing myself through my experience and knowledge and wisdom, and then pouring into other people, right? So athletics is one thing that always made me become the man that I am today. So this was birthed through that, right? I've been through 5Ks myself. I've been a part of, you know, different challenges as an athlete. So, and that made me a better person, a stronger person. So it's one of those things that I want to pour back into people. And the 5K Invitational is a way to help people not only, you know, achieve something that they can be proud of, but become the better version of themselves through an obstacle or breaking through obstacles to become a stronger person. So for me, that's a huge part of my why, you know, and why I do this and why I started this is because I want to just pour into people to help them become the best version of themselves. You know?
And that's so amazing. That's so honorable, honestly, right? To be able to do that. And I think a lot of times people forget about the physical and how it also affects your spiritual and your mental.
Absolutely.
And everything is tied in. So talk to us a little bit about this 5K race, right? Because we probably have some new people who are new to this. Obviously, shout out to all the people who have been supporting
shout
you
out to
from day one, who come to the race. Like, we love that. But let's talk to the person who's like, okay, like, this is my first time. What can I expect? Like, what is this race all about? What is the theme? Like, how do I get involved? Let us know.
So this race is held at Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx, New York every year. This is our 6th edition. We started back in 2021. This has become a community event over the years. It's not just a race. It's a place where people can gather and come together and have fun under the sun. It's not a marathon. It's 3.1 miles, so don't be discouraged. It's something that you can complete. Anybody could walk 3.1 miles. If you could put one foot in front of the other, you can complete the race, right? And I would just encourage that person that's doing it for the first time to just think about anything else that they did for the first time, right? You had to flame your fears, right? Dump your doubts, bury your blames, and then get up and make moves, right? So this is what we're encouraging you to do, and then apply that in any other area in your life. Like the student that is, you know, starting college for the first time, right? Or the person that is finally breaking through and getting their first foot in the job for the first time. This is just another test to how the mental can motivate the physical, and then you can look back and say, wow, I did that. And then be grateful for it, and then, you know, live to tell the story. So yeah, I encourage you to sign up. Don't be discouraged. There's gonna be people walking, jogging, and running.
Yes.
Right? People brought them in strollers. Like, there's a whole bunch of people for everybody to just be there and connect. Also, a networking opportunity to meet people that's like a similar lifespan, life fold that you are in.
No, that's so good. And what's the prize? Because, you know, I love me a prize. Like, I ain't going to be doing all this sweating and walking and stuff.
So every finisher gets a medal. This is from last year. These are last year's finishers medals. This year's color scheme is obviously going to be orange, but this is last year's medals. And also, you also get bragging rights. Like, think about it. Like, you'll be able to say, I finished a 5K in one of the toughest courses in New York City, Van Cortlandt Park. Right. And then you got to meet people that's, you know, going through the similar course that you are going through.
Yes.
It's a story to be told. It's a story to be told. So and then the prizes, there's going to be prizes on top of prizes, but the top 3 finishers, the men and the women's sides, gets a prize. And then we also, for the first time, have something up our sleeves this year. We want to talk about that, right?
We're going to get into, but I also wanted to highlight that proceeds of this also go to nonprofits, right?
This is
also a good cause.
It's also a good cause. Two nonprofit organizations that I've been giving back over the years is my church, RCCG, Tabernacle Restoration, and then also Goodnews To Scholars. These are 2 organizations that are near and dear in my heart, and we've been supporting them over the years. And then we also have something else happening. I'm running my first marathon this November. New York City Marathon.
Wow.
First one, 26.2 miles. So I'm partnering with Restore NYC. They're an organization that's just going against human trafficking, and I'm here to support that. And it's a very good cause. So
that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, I also know we have something different lined up this year. We got a little special thing, you know, because we talk about community inclusivity and just making sure everyone's lined up. I know this year, this is the first time ever you're going to have kids. We have a kids race, right? So
I'm excited about that.
About the kiddies, y'all going to be in on the action.
I'm excited about the kids race.
Yes.
Because they've been asking me about it for like the past 4 years. And I said I would deliver. We're finally going to deliver.
Wow.
And it's just another element of making an impact. You know, I look at it like the kids are the future. Obviously, children are the future. And you know, it's going to be great to see the smiles on their faces, the smiles on the parents' faces, and then, you know, we're planting the seeds for them to believe in themselves.
Yes.
Now, like, you know, to be able to conquer a race and then, you know, earn a prize and then say, you know, I've done this, and then come back again next year. You know, we're combating childhood obesity indirectly. You know, we're planting the seeds for the next great athletes of the next generation. This is the way of me giving back, and I'm excited for that.
That's amazing. So for the parents that are watching, like, what advice would you give them in terms of, like, what can they expect, or what can the kids, do they need to prep, or how old do they need to be to do the race? Like, what are some just, like, quick tips?
So the age group is 7 to 12. So kids ages 7 to 12, and anybody 13 and up will, you know, be added into the adult race. But kids from 7 to 12 are going to be part of this race. And as far as prep, I would say, allow your kids to go out and play. The weather's getting nice.
Yes.
Don't just have them sit in front of the phone or the tablet playing, TikTok, watching TikTok videos, or playing Xbox or PlayStation. Let them go out and walk. You know, walk with them. You know, because they're following after you. If you set the example, then they're going to be more active with you. So.
That's amazing. I am super excited. I love that. And shout out to everybody that's been a part of this for the years and over. Like, let's shout out them. Like, what are some words of encouragement you want to give? We're going to wrap up soon, but the people that have been supporting you from day one, like your people that show up and they love coming to run, like, what are some things that they could also look forward to, or something you want to highlight to them as well?
It's my day one supporters. Just be better than you were previous years, and always look for a reason to continue running on your journey, right? Whether it's to, you know, just for health reasons, if you try to become a more fit person physically, mentally, just try to find that edge to come back and be better than you were previously, right? And you're supporting the brand, that's great, and I appreciate that, but then also you're doing this for yourself too, in many ways that you might not even imagine. So continue to do what you do, and I encourage you the best way I can, you know, come out, keep supporting, you know, tell your friends about it, and, you know, keep it going. Let's keep it growing.
That's amazing. All right, so listen, you guys already know where we're gonna be at Saturday,
June 13th.
Okay.
Cortlandt Park.
Yes.
Yes. This is iBE-FiT 5K Invitation.
Stand up. Let's do it.